Hey guys, welcome to the weekly video for swing trading options at stockoptionassassin.com. My name is Eric, and this week we're going to focus on a trade setup we took with our market timing service members. And I get a lot of questions about trade setups and finding trades and looking for entries. And so I thought this was a good example of something that we do here at stockoptionassassin.com. And I'm going to share that with you today. So let's look at the setup. I got two charts on here. They're both BMYs, the ticker, and we're actually still in this trade as of now, and we're going to hold the rest over the weekend. But a couple things. First of all, on the left, we have a weekly chart of BMY, and on the right, we have a daily chart. So what we're doing is looking for potential reversals on the weekly and then using the daily chart to kind of fine-tune the entry. So there's some other indicators and average true range stuff we do to help us with entries and exits. But a big part of this trade was the TTM wave indicator. And the TTM wave indicator is, it's free in Thinkorswim. It has been modified slightly. Our members know how to modify this to help find the trades, but it is a free indicator. If you have any questions about how to modify this, please let me know and we'll help you out. But essentially, we're looking at BMY. A few weeks ago, BMY started this big surge to the downside. We had a 1, 2, 3 bar surge. And anytime you have a 3-bar surge, you can potentially look for a reversal or at least a pause in that stock. So in this case, on the third bar, we got a kind of a potential reversal candle here. And even though the wave indicator was still showing red, if we look at here halfway through this week, you can see I'm pretty much on this candle. I think this was Wednesday last week. The daily chart had started to turn up. So, yes, you're red on the weekly chart, but you're starting to get some bullish, action on the daily chart. So you had a little bit of a pullback or a little bit of a rally off that bottom, and then you started to pull back, and look what happens. The wave indicator continues to go up. So this is telling you that the selling is sort of subsided. You have a potential reversal here. Another thing that was kind of helping us out was you had this previous pivot point around 31.30 that was kind of signaling to you that you're going to find some support right in there. So what we did for this trade was I took a small position here on the 15th on this candle, thinking that this might just take off from there. So took a small position here. As we came back and kind of made a double bottom closer to the 31.30 area, actually we took it on this candle, we got a double bottom, bullish divergence continues. We added to the position, and we went with the September 32 calls. And our first target was basically a move back up to this previous support. So we had the gap down, we found support, traded sideways, and broke down. So our first target was hit yesterday, and we averaged into these trades, I think it was about 50 cents, 52 cents or something like that for the September 32 calls. And then yesterday, we took half off the table. We made a 30% gain on the first half. And now the second half, we got another surge today. Momentum continues to move higher. Now I'm looking for a move potentially back to gap fill, which would be right around this 33, just over 33. So at this point, these options are trading for $1. So now in the second half, we're at 100% gain. We have a break-even stop in case this thing reverses. But at this point, today's Friday. We're about an hour before the close. But look at this reversal. You have a nice, if you just look at the candlestick world, weekly chart, 3-bar surge, and now you have a nice reversal bar. So if we do pull back, we'll hang on to those calls. We have a couple more weeks in them and see if we can get to that next target, potentially break out if we get some sort of rally. But one thing I wanted to note here is a lot of people are getting bearish this week. This is the first week where the S&P kind of had a pretty decent sell-off. The volume has been picking up a little bit, but you can still take trades to the long side, even though the market is kind of showing a potential topping topping formation. So what's really important is the technicals and the trades that you take. I've been stressing to our members to kind of have a balanced portfolio. BMY was one long we've been kind of looking at for a few days. Another one we were looking at is Starbucks, and we'll just kind of look at that real quick. Starbucks, kind of a similar pattern. We had this big 3-bar surge. You kind of reverse back up. You had a bull flag. I'm actually in this now. I didn't get into this until up closer to this range. I was actually looking for a double bottom. We never got the double bottom, and it went off without us. So, but anyway, I was hoping to kind of help some of the questions about trade entries and setups. And so this is one thing we look for in our service, and that's for weekly chart patterns, and then fine-tuning the entries with daily chart patterns to kind of find decent swing trade setups and how do we trade them with options. So hopefully that helps. If you guys have any questions, let me know, and we'll talk to you next time.